better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a
black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the skies needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. Better shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The clean cause they need it most. Politics with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block.
We ain't
Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league, Kcvrsbills Stadium.
Petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases in. I got the Rolex flooded, soaking wet, but ain't when swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Kcvrsbills Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
11 coming.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent it maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. He He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made by Walters. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On play action, they'll throw. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. they'll run again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Steelers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here we go. Working with a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Walters. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1-1, ready? A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
He'll look downfield for Waller. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He'll find Bateman once more. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. Here we go. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Bateman from 19 yards away. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Burrow's throw caught by Gray. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On one, ready? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 11. Burrow will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Walters. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Walters. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. Here we go. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walters. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Bateman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here we go. Gotta go.
To the air again, Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walters. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, they're going to get a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Finding Gray going across the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th.
Here we go.
They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Gun.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Burrow. Throw over the middle caught by the tight end Gray. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Burrow going to keep it himself, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Throwing, Burrow. Dancing to his left. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Touchdown, Jets! Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
2nd and 6. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Let's go now.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. He'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over.
I'm one, right?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
To throw, Burrow. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
11, mighty.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people.